Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy XV Roach back with another Battlefield 6 informative video. And in today's Battlefield 6 video, we are going to be covering all the gameplay changes and new updates that will be coming to Battlefield 6 on launch day, October 10th. All the information comes via Twitter, via the Battlefield Bulletin, which I will link in the description so you guys can check out the page and show them some support. With that being said, let's get right into the video. There have been leaks via the Battlefield Labs data and player feedback that future seasons will be bringing Battle Royale, which we already knew about, but it will be bringing Naval Warfare, Platoons, and the AH-6 Little Bird, which I know my helicopter pilots of Battlefield are going to love. Here we have the menu and playlist updates coming on October 10th. All launch maps will be available across playlists from day one, giving you the freedom to play whichever map you prefer. At launch, Conquest, Breakthrough, and Escalation will each have their own dedicated playlists, including combined playlists such as Conquest and Escalation, Breakthrough and Rush, so you don't have to stop matchmaking when switching between those experiences. Custom Search enables you to select which map or mode combo you prefer, and you will be match-made into a match with these search criteria if available. Portal is now called Community in the main menu. Breakthrough, Conquest, and Rush will be there as verified modes within the server browser at launch. Players can also enable hardcore experiences. At launch, there will be custom experiences designed to add even more gameplay variety. So it sounds like they're trying to make the menu and playlist, interchangeable and creative, so that way people aren't bound to play just what's already pre-made in the menu. They want you to be able to select the maps and modes that you want to play, so that way you can have endless fun and never run out of the enjoyment of the game. I really like this addition. We've started to see this come about in other games, but I think this is something that is huge within FPS games like this now, because we can choose what we want to play. We can choose which maps we want to play. It allows us to stay away from the bad maps, stay on the good maps. This allows us to pick which game modes we want to play and play the good ones and stay away from the bad ones and have an awesome time doing it. The vast majority of players, after trying both closed and open playlist types, chose to stick with open weapons. Both playlists will be available at launch. Closed weapon mutators will remain part of the Portal tools set, so players can create and share their own custom experiences. Next, we have the launch playlist rotations. We have the single mode playlist for favorites like Breakthrough and Conquest. We have closed weapon experiences, intense close quarter battle playlist, action-packed all-out warfare playlist. I like the variety that we're getting with these at launch. You can choose single modes based on the game modes you want to play. We can go a closed weapons experience, which we already talked about. Your closed weapons experience is class-specific weapons. The intense close quarters battles playlist could be very interesting. You get to change at the pace, going from big maps, from Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush, Escalation. You can drop it back down to very intense close quarters combat, and I think that will be a great gameplay change to get a break from the other game modes. The action-packed all-out warfare playlist sounds to me like it's going to be encompassing everything to do with Battlefield 6 multiplayer. There will be a day one patch coming on October 10th for the launch of Battlefield 6. The client update will include over 200 changes focused on bug fixes, balance improvements, and polishing the game for release. Here are some notes from the update that will be included in the changes. We have character movement fixes. When you get into the game, you'll notice that movement feels more responsive, with changes made to pacing and several movement issues being addressed to keep gameplay smooth and balanced. We'll also be getting a fix to weapons. The recoil has been rebalanced on automatic weapons, making long-range gunplay more characteristic, rewarding tap firing and burst control. Numerous weapon attachments have been fixed, so they now display correctly in menus and in-game. Battlefield 6 will be introducing Aim Assist 2.0. Real-time renders for smoother aim assist, no snap zoom, no rotational aim assist. This makes the aim humanized, meaning the player input is more required to activate. The Battlefield Triangle is an interconnected aim assist across all scenarios: infantry versus infantry, infantry versus vehicles, vehicles versus vehicles. It is for a more holistic controller experience. Battlefield is trying to make the game consistent and have performance, not auto-aim. Here are some of the gadget changes that will be coming at launch. The laser designator has been refined with smoother deploy animations, updated visuals, and several fixes for better feel when used. The MBT Law is now the default engineer launcher with a more accurate trajectory, improved guidance, and clearer sights. The MASC 148 Glaive is enhanced with more realistic missile path, improved zoom and lock-on, sharper scope visuals, and more reliable vehicle damage. Deploy beacons are now limited to 1 spawn per player, 4 per squad total, helping maintain balance and prevent overuse. I think that's a really good change for that. We're also getting maps and mode updates. Rush and breakthrough layouts have been revised for better balance between attackers and defenders. I feel like some of the maps this was needed. Empire State preferably. Maybe the Iberian Offensive. I felt on Conquest could sometimes get out of hand. Either way. But you know, I think these will be good changes for the modes. Operation Firestorm has been updated with improved vaulting, lighting, and performance, while Siege of Cairo, spawn killing, and out of bounds issues have been addressed. The spawn killing and out of bounds issues I did not run into on Siege of Cairo. That was my favorite map for the beta. I really enjoyed playing that one. I'm going to be covering all the changes and improvements coming to Battlefield 6 based on the feedback from the players on the open beta. All ground vehicles now have a temporary recharging speed boost. The helicopter's engine power has been boosted. First-person view in vehicles has been improved. The M87A1 shotgun now takes more shells to score a kill. DICE has made several adjustments to the way weapons behave, with recoil and firing characteristics now more accurately reflecting the weapon chosen. There have been changes to the range differentiation between weapons. There have been adjustments to movement mechanics, with slide and jump speed being reduced. Back-end and server-side updates to hit detection and netcode have been improved since the open beta. DICE has increased inaccuracies when firing while jumping and sliding, contributing to a gameplay pace that rewards skillful movement without being too fast or unpredictable. Operation Firestorm and Maroc Valley include a wide variety of terrain and structures that provide a lot of cover for the players. Now we have some new features and new changes that will be coming to Battlefield 6 at launch. The assault ladder can be placed either upward or downward and can be used by every other class once deployed. The engineer vehicle supply crate not only resupplies ammunition but speeds up equipment cooldowns for nearby friendly vehicles. It also automatically repairs friendly vehicles. You can no longer equip 2 launchers at the same time. You have to choose between anti-tank or anti-air launcher. Recon's drone's default vision is thermal. The EMP blast can be used to destroy enemy gadgets or kill enemy mortar players. You can't use it against vehicles. The lock-on animation is not very intuitive, and it has a very low battery life. Every single gadget must be filled up at a supply crate. There's no longer automatic replenishing. However, your current progress will be saved if you have to move away from a supply crate. The green circle around supply crates have been removed. Now we have a little icon at the bottom of the screen indicating when we're in its range. If you're running out of ammo, support players and supply crates will start to pulse on your minimap, making it easier to find ammo. The mortar has no follow camera like BF1. Once deployed, you can aim by using the minimap. If you spot an enemy player by pressing the corresponding button, it will now appear a bracket for a short amount of time indicating that this player was now spotted for your team. Manually spotting has a cooldown to prevent spamming the button. Recon's laser designator can be used like binoculars or simply place a location and remotely access it from behind cover. It has more zoom options, including the normal and thermal vision. There's below radar for all air vehicles. There's a kill card by getting crushed by debris. Players can now quickly thank you for medics after being revived by just toggling a button via a new prompt. Tap fire has been improved for all weapons. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please like the video. It lets me know that I did a good job. If you didn't like the video, please leave a dislike. It lets me know that I need to improve. If you got time, smash the fucking subscribe button. It really helps out. I really appreciate that. and I will see you guys in the future Battlefield 6 videos. Later.